Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have a 1v1 on Minsk Pocket. Our heroes today are going to be Milten, playing for the Soviets, and we're going to have Apathy, playing for the Germans. Right off the bat, we see that both players are building their Tier 1, a little bit more unusual I guess for the Soviets than for the Germans, but yeah, he's going straight for Tier 1. No conscripts either, so yeah, it's a little bit more unusual than than normal, but not a problem really. Now, as far as the Germans, he went ahead and built a machine gun coming out of Tier 1 and is currently moving out to cap the field. Have some pioneers over here, and the machine gun seems to be going for the middle, probably going to take this southern fuel point. And we see that the Soviet player is going straight for a sniper, so it's kind of a sniper rush. Okay, I mean, not bad. We're going to see how well it is received. It is going to be able to plink away at those machine guns, so it is a good option to have a sniper. I haven't personally tried it out, right off the bat, but, well, that's not saying it's bad. I mean, I'm by no means an expert here. So anyways, we see the engineers capping points, probably going to go cap, I'm assuming, the left-hand side. Yeah, he's not going for the center. Snipers hit the field, and let's see where he takes them. As far as the German player, he has built a Grenadier squad, and is following it up with a second Grenadier squad from Tier 1, which is currently about 50% done. And the Soviet player is now following it up with a conscript squad to give that sniper some support, I assume. Snipers by themselves are very vulnerable, even though they have two people, and I guess you could say are more durable than the old snipers from Vanilla Company Heroes. They're not that strong, so just keep an eye on them. And for the Soviets, they're usually women. I'm not sure if there's men variant, but yeah, those are two ladies right there. And they are currently capping the fuel point. The benefit of snipers, regardless whether they are Germans or Soviets, is that they cloak when they are in cover. However, they do reveal themselves once they take a shot. Depending on the amount of cover, whether it's yellow or green, depends on how fast they go back into cover. I think the German sniper is almost instant if he's in green, so something to keep in mind. In any case, we see a scout car coming out from the Soviet player, which is going to be supporting the sniper. I'm assuming he's probably going to want to pop the sniper into the scout car. I mean, that's what I would do probably. Make the sniper very hard to kill and take some shots while being rather aggressive instead of having to worry about that sniper. We do see the Grenadiers going up north, maybe trying to cut this off, but they did take another shot from the sniper, down to 2 men now. And they are going to be followed by that scout car, so they have to get themselves out of there, otherwise they are going to be taken out. As far as production goes, we do see the Germans, well, they're not building anything right now, apparently. And we have some barbed wire being laid down here to cut off this approach. Not a bad option. Making sure that they get funneled through here if they want to cap this area. Not bad. The Grenadier squad made it out. They didn't take any additional losses. And the scout car is now being engaged by Grenadiers. Sniper takes a shot and gets one out, but they are probably trying to move in range for a Panzerfaust. Another Grenadier goes down. Sniper misses, so they manage to take a retreat. And, well, let's see what's going on in the German base. He's currently building a Tier 2, I believe, yeah. It's a Tier 2 building, and probably going to get some vehicles out there. Probably a scout car to counter this other scout car. It's a pretty fast scout car, so usually the German's not going to have a counter for it on the field that quick. But also usually Germans have Panzerfausts, and they sometimes don't even need a scout car if you're not careful with your own scout car. So in any case, we do see the Soviet player currently taking advantage of that scout car and using it to cap, and he currently has almost half the map. We have conscript squad in the middle getting pinned down by a machine gun. They're probably going to have to retreat real quick. because this scout car is nowhere near the support. We do have a grenadier squad approaching it, but it is only 3 men. 2 men now. I'm not sure if he didn't reinforce or got shot by the sniper right off the bat, but another sniper shot takes care of another guy, and he has to retreat. Conscripts did end up retreating, and we have a second conscript squad hitting the field now, which is good. More support. We do see anti-tank grenades being researched now by the Soviet, which is good. I don't think he has seen the scout card yet, but he's probably predicting that scout card is going to be hitting the field rather soon. So that's going to be good. And the scout car currently is upgraded with the autocannon, the 2-centimeter autocannon, which is very good against scout carts. It's going to rip through it if he catches to him, but I don't think they can catch the scout cars by default. I think they're about the same speed. He has to get a damaged engine by either Panzerfaust or just damage to be able to catch up to it. Anyways, the conscripts intercept the scout car, and they're probably going to run in to try to get a anti-tank grenade, but no, scout car retreats, so they pull back, not to take any unnecessary damage, because even though the autocannon is not great against infantry, as opposed to the armored car from Vanilla Company Heroes, well, opposing front's not really vanilla, but in this in Company Heroes 2, it's not the same. It is more designed against light vehicles. As you can see, it did a lot of damage to the scout car. It is currently at less than half health, so it has to back off. But even so, even though it's not perfect, it can still do some damage. But it does go down to rifle, small arms fires. It's a scout guard, it's not a tank. It is very vulnerable to small arms fire, and from 2 squads concentrated, I think he took an 18-8 also to the face, so it went down rather quick right there. So another loss for the German player. He's currently getting some Panzer Grenadiers, which are going to be very effective against both the infantry by themselves and the scout cars if he gets Panzer Shreks. However, he does have a sniper, so every time the sniper takes a shot at those Panzer Grenadiers, I believe it's about 90 manpower. Don't quote me though, but it is very difficult if he has a lot of snipers. We do see an AT gun coming out from the Soviet player. He ended up taking the tier 2. I mean, that's not bad. I guess it's preventive. He hasn't seen any armor, but he doesn't have any real type of armor deterrent right now on the field, so he's getting that AT gun just in case. Not a bad mode of combined arms. He's getting pretty much, a little bit of everything here, using it properly, and not bad. We got this conscript squad currently using the carcass of the scout car for heavy cover, which is allowing them to not get suppressed, or, well, it was allowing them to not get suppressed by the machine gun, but they are currently on the ground. One of them took a shot and they all hit the floor. But the grenadiers moved back. The machine gun doesn't have line of sight, so they're not being shot at right now. Although they are getting shot at again, and they currently get suppressed. The Panzer Grenadiers are coming up on top of them, so they have to retreat, because Panzer Grenadiers have assault rifles. They have very dangerous automatic guns which rip infantry to shreds close up. That's how pretty much everybody uses them. You just run them up to the infantry and slaughter them if they don't get retreated on time. Thankfully though, that conscript squad got out of there, and they are currently on retreat, and they're fine. The AT gun is moving a little bit too forward for my liking. This Panzer Grenadiers are going to take him out if they don't get some quick support. We do have the sniper and scout car over here, which is going to be able to blink away at this these grenadiers, Panzer Grenadiers, but they are still doing a lot of damage to this AT gun, and it's going down pretty quick. Not sure if they're going to be able to... Yeah, got cleared out. That is unfortunate, but thankfully there is no current armor or vehicles from the German player, so that's not that big a loss. He can go ahead and recrew that, as soon as he can, and he's going to be fine. I don't think the Axis player is going to be able to crew that. The scout cart, I think, took a Panzerfaust by this squad, so it got a damaged engine, and it's pretty low in health. But he did manage to get out of there, so he just needs to get a engineer squad to repair, but he doesn't have any on the field, which is well, unfortunate. However, he did go for the doctrine that gives you conscript repair kits and shock troops. He just called in a pair of shock troops in there, probably to combat the Panzer Grenadiers one-on-one. But he can use his conscripts to repair the scout car, which he probably should as soon as he can, because it is quite damaged. Could even benefit of maybe taking out that that sniper squad from inside the car, so he can put it to use. But I guess not. I mean, he is going to move it into the middle for now. Hopefully he'll get a repair soon. And we do see the shock troops hitting the field in force. They can actually flank this this machine gun if he comes through this angle, which he is currently. I'm not sure if he's going to go for it, but yeah, this machine gun is a little bit exposed for a flank. But, well, he doesn't know about it right now, so he's just going to go and cap this side of the map. This point is currently not being captured by anybody, which is, well, not odd, but, well, I guess a little bit of a waste. There's a machine gun squad currently set up outside the house. I don't know if that was a mistake. But, well, he did notice that machine gun squad. It wasn't set up to cover any angles, and is currently going to get flanked. Maybe he's going to put it in the house. Yeah, he garrisoned it. Do these guys have grenades? Yeah, they do have grenades, which is currently being thrown into the house, and one of them goes down. He's going to go ahead and jump into the other house to duke it out with the machine gun. That's fine, they're not going to take that much damage right away. And he did end up using a conscript squad to repair this scout car, although I don't think he repaired it full way because it still has a damaged engine. He just needs to right click on it a little bit more, and it would get full health. But, well, at least it's up in health, so it's going to be able to survive a little bit longer. We do see another engagement down south by the conscripts and grenadiers. It's a long distance one, but rifle grenade, and one of them goes down. He did move out of the way, so that didn't take that much damage. And we see a Flammenwerfer by the German player, Apathy. And he managed to flush out those shock troops, which are currently on retreat, down to 3 men. The scout car did get repaired completely now, so he is going to be moving in around a cap. No damaged engine means the car can move around rather easily. He doesn't have any guards rifle because of his doctrine choice, so he doesn't have, aside from this AT gun. Wow, that AT gun just landed a shot. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, he got out of the way. So yeah, I mean, aside from the well, he does have 18-8s, which is another option, but he doesn't have any mobile anti-vehicle options. He's putting these conscripts here to battle the grenadiers off range, but they are down to 4 men, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult. And, well, the German player is currently controlling more than half the map, and the Soviet player is on the back foot. Gotta remember, Soviet player is Milten, and we have the German player being Apathy. So, right now, we do have a pair of engineers that were built, because he lost his engineers, and they are currently building Tier 3. So, we might see some T-70s or some T-34s. He does have 95 fuel, so he could actually afford... Sorry, he could afford a T-34, and, well, aside from a single AT gun, he doesn't currently have any anti-armor, but he is building a Panzer IV, which is gonna hit the field rather soon. So yeah, probably a T-34 is not gonna be the best option, although he could use it to ram, you know. You ram that Panzer IV, use the AT gun to take it out. It's usually what you have to do with T-34s, because normally on a one-on-one, T-34 is not gonna be able to duke it out with a Panzer IV. Not without any support. But, well, doesn't matter. He's actually going for a T-70. So we're going to see a T-70 hit the field. It is great against infantry. It can actually quickly decrew AT guns if you manage to flank it. But, well, he does have a Panzer IV in the field currently. So that's going to make it a little bit difficult. Panzer IV is currently heading for the center, which is usually where you see the most concentration in this map. Usually most maps you see in the center, but depending on the layout of the victory points, well, it's not always the case. But in this map, yeah, center is usually the hot spot, and the sides are more for just capping and decapping. So we see an engagement here in the center. He's pushing in with the Flammenwerfer, and, well, the Grenadiers have to back up because they're getting picked off by the sniper still inside that scout car. He does have his AT gun back here, which is currently moving up. And the Panzer IV is currently exposing its ass for some reason. But I don't think it's in range of the AT gun. No, the AT gun is currently covering the rear. He's expecting the Flammenwerfer to flank it, which is not exactly the best. He did turn it around, got a shot off. But the T-70 is actually effective against vehicles, light vehicles that is. So he rushes in with the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is currently in the arc of fire off that AT gun and is taking a lot of damage. Heavy damage. He is down to about 4th health, and he manages to get out of there. But that was actually quite beneficial for the Soviet player, Milten. He calls in a half-track, which is going to be great for reinforcing. He can also upgrade it with the anti-air guns, which both help to, prevent air strafes from the German player if he calls them in. Although I don't think he went for a doctrine that has that, but it is also great against infantry. But the most benefit this half-track is going to provide is mobile reinforcement. As you can see right now, he's going to be reinforcing this squad on the field without having to retreat. It's great. You can also reinforce your weapon support teams, machine guns, everything. Everything gets, there you go. See? It's a great option to have on the field if you can afford it. It's not expensive. It is actually, I can't see because of this. Here we go, 30. It's, 30 fuel, not that much. So it's a great option to have whenever you can spare 30 fuel. It is obviously a light vehicle, so it can go down even to infantry. But if you upgrade it with an anti-air gun, it is very decent against infantry, so it's kind of hard for them to get a shot in. Anyways, we do see now the Soviet player, Milten, pushing forward. Snipers are currently taking shots at the machine gun. Yeah, there we go, down to 1 man. Once he clears that out, he should be able to move his infantry in. And there we go, machine gun decrewed, so he should be able to get those infantry in. Shot from the... what was it? I think it was... I didn't see. Let's see. This one says 2 infantry vehicles and infantry. Oh, okay. So it was the AT gun. The AT gun took a shot at the scout car and managed to blow it up. Thankfully, thankfully for the Soviet player, the sniper was not killed. None of them actually took any damage, so they're just sitting there on the carcass and taking shots. They are getting flanked, so he has to get out of there. Even in heavy cover, snipers go down very quick. And there we go. Snipers are getting moved out of the way. And he is moving the T-70 into support. T-70s, again, are great against infantry. Even if you Panzerfaust it, it's still going to kill you. He has to get a tank up there to support. We do see a second Panzer IV hit the field from the German player Apathy. And if, well, I guess it's too risky for him. He doesn't know how much tank he has, but he could rush him right now and get on top of this AT gun and do a lot of damage. Shock troops go ahead and wipe out a grenadier squad, but we do see the AT gun is currently taking some pot shots at the tank. They didn't manage to do much, but yeah, the shock troops are currently down to 3 men, but he does have that half-track, so either he just needs to move him back a little bit, or move the half-track up front, and he'll be able to reinforce. We do see the T-70 going to the flank. He is out of sight from this AT gun, actually out of shot. Sniper is getting shots taken at it by the AT gun, which is currently being decrewed by the sniper, but he needs to watch out because I've personally had this Panzer Force get a lucky shot on the snipers and kill both in just 1 shot. You gotta keep that in mind. Shock troops are currently next to the half-track, but they're not currently getting reinforced because, I don't know, actually, he does have manpower. There he goes. Okay, that's good. We do see, let's see, what do we see? There is another bunker. He had built a bunker up front here, which was currently suppressing everybody, but he lost it obviously to the AT gun. And we have another bunker covering the victory point, which is currently still ticking in the favor of the German player, down to 204 points for the Soviet player. The AT gun did get decrewed, so the T-70 moved in to, take a couple shots in. Conscripts are getting suppressed by the machine gun bunker. And we do have a Pact 43, which is incredible as far as range and damage goes. That T-70 is currently in heavy danger. If he doesn't move out of there, he's going to get his ass shot. But it is currently taking shots at what it can see. It can't see the T-70 right now, so it's not taking shots at it. We do see a machine gun. Is that... I can't see it. It's a Maxim, okay. I did see that he recruited the MG36, that's why I was checking to see what it was. The MG36, why did I say 36? MG42 is back here, and we have the Maxim up front. It's currently retreating. Gotta get out of there, down to one man, but it does make it out. Shock troops took more damage, down to 3 men. He's probably gonna reinforce them right there on the field. And we do see that the Soviet player teched up 2 tier 4s, so a little bit of everything. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, getting something from every tier. Pretty good combined star movement. And this is going to clear out this machine gun, which is not currently supported. That's a good move from it. It's not currently useful in the center. This AT gun unfortunately gets decrewed. It was at Vet 3, so that was a very powerful AT gun, but, well, unfortunately it is currently decrewed. We do see these shock troops being suppressed right now because there is this machine gun bunker right there in the middle. And they did manage to decap the victory point, and these infantry are currently in retreat. So points have stopped ticking. 196 for the Soviet player, Milten. So right now it is actually, well, this Soviet player has a lot on the field, a lot of combined arms, a little bit of everything. He has 1 shock troopers, 1 conscript, 1 engineer, 2 machine guns, 1 is an MG42, and an AT gun. But the German player has 3 tanks. If the German player were a little bit more aggressive, I think he could actually pull it off. But, well, he doesn't know how much anti-tank is on the field for the player. So that is, well, unfortunate that he doesn't take advantage of it. Also, his tanks are currently heavily damaged, so, I mean, it's understandable why he doesn't push right now. But I mentioned that he should have pushed right now because an Su-85 is about to hit the field. And the Su-85 combined with an anti-tank gun is, well, pretty potent. If you're covering each other with those guns, it's very difficult on... I mean, he does have 3 tanks, so it's doable. But, smart play will always win against just mass units. And okay, we see the conscripts going up a little bit forward to, take a look. They got pinned down by this machine gun bunker, but if the AT gun can take another shot at the machine gun bunker and take it down, there you go. Those conscripts are gonna get unpinned in a little bit, and I think they're gonna get reinforced. He has the half-track on the field, so that's good. And he doesn't really need to upgrade the anti-air gun on this half-track because he has 2 machine guns on the field. So, I mean, we see that the German player didn't choose any doctrine with air support, so there's really no need for it. I mean, it's always good if you can afford it, which he currently can, but, he has the IL-2 available, so he can spend his munitions in that instead. So we got the shock troops going for the middle point. He's trying to get a cap on and start ticking it in the favor of the Soviets for once. Axis player is still in full possession of his points, 500 points for the whole match. And there we go, 499 and starting ticking down. Su-85 and AT gun combined take down that lone Panzer IV ridiculously fast. The Pact 43 did get some shots on the Su-85 and almost took it off. Took it out, I mean. He should probably move it out of the way. But, well, as long as he doesn't have sight, it's not a problem. But, yeah, he is right there on the range of it. So as soon as he reveals himself, he's going to get some shots. Also, it would be a little bit beneficial if he, sent somebody to cap. He currently has a pair of engineers in base, which are not currently doing anything. I mean, he did build the Tier 4. Which is great, but, they're just sitting there. But, okay, I guess that's not really a problem considering that the game ended. What happened? Well, I guess... Oh, okay. So an IL-2 precision bombing went down on the Pak-43, took it out, and I guess the German decided to retreat. He threw in the towel, said without that AT gun in the middle, I am done for. He has an Su-85, an AT gun, and he actually had a second AT gun on the way, which was going to provide, well, pretty much all the anti-tank he needed, and yeah. Not sure if he should have thrown in the towel that fast. I mean, he has almost 500 points still. He has, a couple bit of infantry on the field. But, well, sometimes you get demoralized when things don't go your way, and losing that tank and taking that pack gun out of commission, I guess that just broke his back. But anyways, I hope you guys liked the replay cast. If you have any positive or negative remarks, leave them on the comments below. And if you want to send me any of your replays, go ahead and send it down. I'll put the email down also on the description. And until that, I'll see you guys next time.